just got my Elgato 4KX. Let's unbox it and set up the live stream. Here's the capture card right here. We also get a startup guide, and underneath that, we get one thick braided cable, and that's HDMI to HDMI with ultra high speed settings, along with another slightly less thick braided cable that's USB-C to USB-C. The device itself fits in the palm of my hand and is quite lightweight. I see a 3.5mm jack on one side, HDMI in and HDMI out on the other, along with a USB-C plug. On the bottom, we have two long pads for stabilization on each side. For today's live stream setup, we're going to be using my PS5 Pro, my 14-inch MacBook M1 Pro, and my KTC 4K monitor. But before we do any of that, we're going to need to go into our system settings within our PS5 in order to make sure that it can actually stream content. So we go into our settings, and then we go down to System, and then we go down to HDMI, and we go down to Enable HDCP, and we turn off that setting right there. Now, to begin the setup with the Elgato 4KX, we're going to take the HDMI cable that comes with our PS5, and we're going to plug that into the HDMI in port of the capture card. Then we're going to take that HDMI cable that came with our capture card and plug that into the HDMI out port of the capture card. And then we plug the other end of that into our 4K monitor using the HDMI in port. Next, we're going to take the USB-C cable that came with the capture card, and we're going to plug that into the USB-C port of the capture card. And then we're going to plug the other end of that into the MacBook Pro. And so right away, I see a blue light turn on the capture card, and then immediately after that, the display turns on my 4K monitor. Now let's turn on the PlayStation and see if it's working. And it wants me to go through some adjustment settings, like adjusting the display area, the HDR, and then it fired right up. Now let's try to move that into the OBS settings on my MacBook Pro to see if I can get the stream actually working. So to get started in OBS over here, we're going to come over to our sources over here. We're going to click add a source, and then we're going to go to our capture card device, and we're going to name that Elgato 4KX. We'll click OK. We'll go up to the device here. We'll select the Elgato 4KX that it finds for us automatically. Within our input formats, we'll leave that alone, but we can see that it goes up to 144 FPS. So we're going to come down here to the frame rate, and we're going to select 144 FPS, and you can see that it comes through crystal clear like that. However, it doesn't really fit the screen, so we're going to try and resize it here, as you can see, but it doesn't really fit still, even if we try to resize it like that. So what do? We come over here, and we're going to click transform, and then we're going to click on stretch to screen, and there you go. You can see it is now fitting. Now, however, if I'm streaming a very even simple stream, I still want audio to go through, so that's why I'm going to use this Audio Technica ATR 2100X microphone. It just plugs into the USB-C into the MacBook Pro. And then to source that, I can come down here to the sources again. I can click add a source, and then I can go to the audio input capture. I'm going to name that my Audio Technica. I'm going to add that. I'm going to select that device. You can see the ATR 2100X USB microphone right there. And right away it pops up, and now I am now getting my audio feed through there. I'm going to drop the decibel levels just a little bit so it doesn't tip up there into the red. As you can see, nice solid audio levels right there. Now a huge test is to go into the game and see if we can actually get solid gameplay while playing through the capture card, because sometimes there can be lags through capture cards. Let's see if this one keeps up. So I can see that within the menu, I'm able to move around normally, and everything is moving around on the screen okay, just as it normally would, so everything's fine there. However, I'm not getting any audio yet, so let me try to figure out that issue. And to solve that audio issue, I'm going to remove the 3.5mm headphone jack from my PS5 controller, and I'm going to input the Elgato Chat Link Pro, which also has an insert for the 3.5mm headphone jack that I'm using for my audio. And it has an input cable for the Elgato 4KX that I plug in like this. Now I can hear the audio coming through the game here, whoop, whoop, whoop.
It was at this point that I realized that only one audio stream was coming through, and that was the Audio Technica microphone, and no game audio was coming through, so I needed to solve that.
To do that, I had to come into my PS5 Pro audio settings. Let me run you through my audio settings that I have. First, in the microphone settings, I have input device on microphone controller, adjustment level null, microphone status when logged on,
Microphone status when starting to voice chat or broadcast, don't change. In the audio output section, output device should be headphones connected to controller. Switch output device automatically should be turned on. Output to headphones should be all audio. And then importantly, make sure that the audio format priority is in linear PCM. And then I also downloaded the Elgato Studio application for the MacBook Pro. And inside that app here, you can make sure that you're selected on the 4KX over here, and then you want to come over to the audio section over here and make sure that you are on analog audio. Now you can see the game audio coming through.
But before we get playing, let's make this gameplay a little bit cooler too. And let's do that by adding this image that you're seeing right here down into the gameplay.
And to do that, we come down to add a source in OBS, and we can name that UGREEN HDMI. We come down and select the same capture card, and then we'll change the frames per second to 60 frames per second. There we go, we see it pop up quickly. Now we can locate it and resize it how we want. Let's go stream a game on Twitch. Make sure to join me at SomeNiceNick_. And what you're seeing here is gameplay footage that I've streamed on Twitch using Battlefield. You can see that everything works perfectly fine. All of the video and audio's no problem. There's no lag for me at all. You can see how I'm using the audio in this situation right here to know that guy moved to my right. So that's working very clearly. You can see everything is very smooth and crisp and clear, and it's no problem for me to compete with people using these capture cards. So it's just as high speed as if I wasn't using them. It's just as nice as a frame rate as if I wasn't using them. It looks just as smooth. Here we're looking at some Warzone here, Call of Duty. You can see that I have no problem using my controller appropriately even at long distances. So in my estimation, this capture card works very well for both gameplay and capturing the footage.
Oh, another long shot, 277 meters. My God, I think that's my longest shot ever. Right in the dome, brother.